What's up? What's up? What's up? So it's just the fellas right now. Dude cast. We're gonna get into it. So, hey, but welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answers.
the place to come to get all the answers that you need. Now we have the male version of the show tonight, and we're gonna give you all the answers that you need through logic and not through feelings.
Ones that actually make sense.
So you do what you want with the answers because they work for us. They may not work for you. They may work for you. Hey, Vaughn, how you doing? How's that week, man?
Everything good, man. It's the end of the warm weather, I think, though.
Oh, man. Well, I did see it's supposed to be a couple of degrees warmer, it said, this weekend, but it was 47 degrees this morning.
I know.
I said, God. Hello.
Right. It wasn't a long walk for the dogs this morning. It was, all right, I'll go over here. We go back. I ain't doing this.
Yeah, heck yeah, I hear you. It is I couldn't believe how cold it was. I was freezing. I woke up, I had another blanket. Listen, I don't like this part of the year, and it's gonna get darker soon. So
yeah.
It's time to get this is cuffing season.
What's going on with you, Dara? How was your week?
Week was pretty good. I was playing volleyball Sunday and I got hit in the private area, batting balls, everything. He just caught everything. I almost thought I passed out, but it hit me so hard I woke back up in the same time. So, but it was crazy because a lot of the girls like, "Do you need help? Do you need help? Do we need to hold it or wrap it or something?" I'm like,
yeah.
No,
yes. Rub it 52 times.
Yo, that's crazy. Like Doc popped on again.
Oh, the invisible Doc.
I can't. I don't know why you can't. My camera is on bright day. Look at me right in my face.
Wow. Yeah, because we see your background, but something is not allowing us to see the lovely Doc.
I know, and I don't know what it is.
That's very interesting.
Because my camera is on.
Right.
And it's saying that
do you have other windows open?
Very, very. I don't. I just restarted my computer. I have nothing else open because it looked like this the first time. So I restarted.
Right. There goes Doc again. Hey, Leanne, I see you pulled up late. What's going on?
See, this is why I don't like you.
I just said, what's going on? That's all I said. I didn't allude to anything. I just said, hey, Leanne, I see you pulling up late. What's going on?
You know what's going on.
I didn't say anything about what you were doing before you started the stream. I didn't. I didn't say where you were at. I didn't say you were dropping kids off.
What you even asking me for if you already know?
I don't know why we're getting this type of tone. You know, the show was going so logically and without emotion, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know.
The show. Are we live?
Yes.
For 4 minutes and 46, 47 seconds.
I was trying to say I didn't say anything, Leanne. I was letting you know nothing was said, but for some reason you continue to go on. I'm glad you didn't say anything else incriminating.
Me too. Because I was about to.
I was like, look at that. Doc's in the house. Doc. So we have picture and no sound. We had sound and no picture.
Sort of.
What?
Oh, that delay is crazy. It was like 20 minutes. She's having trouble over there, boy. How was your week, Leanne?
My week was cool. I was manic, so I'm just it's up right now. You feel
Word,
me?
word. Mental health is a thing. You got to take care of yourself. But at least you know that you're manic, right? Is that
Yeah.
that's good because some people just be up, not even realizing that they are manic. So, you know, it's time. What are you doing with your manicy? I don't know if that's a word. I might have made that up.
I'm writing
Mania.
mania. My mania is up right now.
That's it. Your mania. See, I knew I just enunciated a little different. You know what I mean? I did it the French version in manicy, right? So you're writing? Okay.
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm researching.
Okay.
I'm finding more spoken words to do. I'm going to be going into Philly,
Oh, when?
Germantown.
Oh, yeah, I don't go there. When?
That was going to be on the 19th.
Okay.
And I'm exploring some other places right now. I just need to get signed up and make sure that they have a following and is actually going to
All right.
go on.
Benefit you. Now, are you also preparing for the opposite of mania? Are you preparing for that?
Oh yeah, I know what goes up must come down.
Yes. So you need to make sure you.
And when I come down hard.
Okay. Usually when I go up hard, but you go down.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
So yes, okay.
Boing,
So
boing.
look, the delay is crazy. Doc
Just
got
a
like
matter
10
of time.
Yeah. So what type of things do you do for coming down? Like how do you prepare?
Speaking honestly, I just crashed. I haven't yet mastered the art of saying, okay, this is what we're doing. We know we're coming down. So you need to put your I don't know what they're called. They're called something. Put your
eggs in the basket
or your self-care in place. Know your signals.
Okay.
Still,
Yes.
There's a app called Finch. And it is something I've been playing with when I am feeling less motivated because it still reminds you to get up and do your necessities and make it through the day, and it makes it like a game.
Oh, so the app called Finch?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. You said it's called Finch?
Yes. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. That's good.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're not gonna give them too much shine because they only start paying us
That's
shit.
great.
Matter of fact, Finch, reach out to us.
All right. Yeah. You can't be
advertising
without some compensation.
Yeah.
You got tagged there. You got tagged on YouTube.
FINCH.
Okay. So something, is it specifically for when what's the opposite of mania?
Depression.
Usually depression.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'm asking questions here. Don't act like you should, duh. They're like, depression.
They definitely did.
Come on, right? I answer the question. So this is something to kind of help with depression?
Yes.
Okay. So I mean specifically for that.
I don't know about specifically for that,
so
but I know it is.
Find that self-motivation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's kind of dope. And it's good to know. And I think it's for me, it sounds great to know, like, you know, kind of what you're going through and doing things to prepare yourself for that. So that's kind of dope. So people, prepare yourself. Okay. Doc, how are you doing? How's your week?
It was good. Not too much going on. It was okay.
Okay. It sounds
That
great.
means she stayed in the country.
Mhm.
She was stateside all week.
You hear that in her voice? She's
You
like,
know,
I'm,
I can't.
I was in America. It's so ghetto.
I've been here for 3 weeks, guys. What do you expect?
Man, too long.
Where's the beach?
I'm researching where to move to.
Right.
The whole country is on Section 8.
outside of this place.
See? I
thing is
told
crazy.
you. I know what it is.
It's been crazy. So, hey, real fast. So, anything this week? Anything you want to talk about? First thing I want to say, they said Puffy got 50 months. 50 months, right?
He got Fed time 4 years. That's it?
50 months, yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Remember, he only got he was only charged with I guess like with like some type of like prostitution, right? It wasn't like, remember, the biggest charges he got off.
He beat the RICO charge.
And he beat the I thought he beat the trafficking. Or he beat something.
Yeah, those are the RICO charges. He beat those.
But whatever the little charges,
but he wanted 14. His lawyers wanted 14 months, but he got 4 years, right?
Yeah, he got 50 months, which seems like a long time for what he was found guilty of. Right? It really seemed like they made they're making a.
Feds give you the book when they give it to you. They give you the book.
They're making an example of him, it seems like, though, because like he didn't get in trouble. Like there's people that's picked up for prostitution things all the time, and I don't see them getting that type of time.
Yeah, but they weren't tied into.
But I read that.
Go ahead, Doc.
And I was gonna say I read that he could have gotten between that low end and a higher 100 and something months.
Right, because they wanted.
So the judge gave him on the short end.
Mm-hmm.
But the judge could have gave him as low as 18 months if he wanted to. Yeah, so he can go between the 11 months and whatever. He could have gave him a lot shorter sentence. I just wonder what was the metrics used for sentencing. It seemed like he got sentenced for things like the things he did, like just being a bad person is why he got the sentence. Because people get, if it's prostitution, people get prostitution all the time, and ain't nobody going to be out for 4 years. There wouldn't be a pimp out there. You know, so it's interesting. They really they showed him who's boss.
Puff got slapped on the hand. You know, they said basically this all came from him going against the liquor company.
Yeah,
because they've been operating this way for years. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the allegations were, he'd been in it for years. You had to pay off Cassie, which if you look at it, he could have been like, I'm gonna give her this money when I get out. She's gonna give me that money back because they're not gonna take it from her. And she could just get $10 million, whatever, and walk. Like that's a smart thing to do. And he's not really doing no time. He's just gonna go sit and all this blow over. 4
years is time.
He don't have a wife.
That's a lot of time. I don't want to sit anywhere for 4 years. You know what I mean?
That's not.
I don't know.
So he's going to sit. No. He's going to sit, but he's not going to sit like we are. He's not going to sit like we are.
Exactly.
But I thought he's been in general population. He wasn't in no PC or anything.
He cannot go in general population. He can't go in general population. Somebody just to come up out, like if you do something dirty to Puff in there, your name go up. He can't be out in the general population. He's in the jail, but he's not out there.
No,
plus he's in a federal prison. It's not like he in
he's in Rikers.
He's in Rikers.
He's in Rikers.
No, he's in because they were saying how he was on his block. They was like taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came through, right?
In the Metropolitan Detention Center.
He was there, but then I know he ended up in Rikers.
Yep.
So now he's in Rikers. So they was all celebrating him because he beat that RICO. and they're not all taking care of him. They're probably all paid to protect him.
I'm talking about. Well, as I'm saying, before that, they said he was in there, kind of still living pretty good. Like the people was looking up to him, protecting him, and he probably saying, "Look, I got somebody to put some money on your books." So he probably had protection. You feel me?
He probably had protection because remember. Go ahead, Daryl.
No, I'm sorry. You got it.
I said, remember they ran down on him in the jail. Well, the first time I think where Doc was talking about when he was in the Metropolitan John, the cops, the feds, they all ran in there and they raided him. I don't know what that was about, and then that's probably how he ended up over in Rikers.
Oh,
I don't see how you could take somebody. Right. I don't know how you could take somebody with that much money and put them in Gen Pop. Like that's dangerous for him.
Well, there is no. Well, I mean, if he asked to go, but he's probably not asking to go to PC. You feel me?
He better.
I think he thinks that.
But then again, this is Puffy.
Right.
Puffy is low key to. If he ain't the king of New York, he run New York.
You feel me? So I think
touch me if you want to.
If you want to, right?
Right.
Your whole family disappeared from me here, right? Yeah, that's
everybody gone.
That's interesting. I wonder what happens. I know he's gonna go for appeal. I don't know if they can appeal anything.
Well, did you hear this part though? He got off on that first RICO. He got these lesser charges, and they had to let him go on them charges. So they messed up so that they can indict him on the other charge, on a bigger charge. So his whole RICO case is he still got stuff running in the background. He's still under investigation.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They run it up on you.
Can I read my son's take on it?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
He just sent this to me. Drake, he said, I thought they'd give him full-time served and he would have went home by the end of the year at least. This is what he said. Maybe today. He said they really tacked it on. You have to remember his charge was prostitution, nothing else. Not the Cassie video, etc. That has nothing to do with his case he was on trial for, and he shouldn't be punished for that with this particular sentencing. Whoever he angered, that set all this up. Right. And they got him good. I don't think he can last another couple of years incarcerated. That's what Drake's opinion is.
And that's exactly right. Like I said, he got prostitution. Nobody's getting that. There would be no prostitutes on the street if they were all getting caught doing.
There's something else to that piece. Mm-hmm.
When he got, how did he get off of the RICO? When he got his charge included transporting someone for the purpose of prostitution.
Because it had to be. Yeah, but it had to be to get the RICO. I think it had to be three things at the same time, and they couldn't find the three things that equal to a RICO. Yeah. So individually, he got the I guess transportation for prostitution, whatever he has gotten. But from my understanding, that people usually don't get charged that severely for something like that. So like her son said, it seems like they really threw the book at him, and even though that you can't use the Cassie stuff because he didn't be found guilty out of the video because he wasn't brought there for that. I think they still use that, including in the sentencing, because he's a bad person. Like you're a bad person, we like who you are. Now
we're gonna keep you off the street from hurting. Stop you from hurting other people, basically.
Right, but we're gonna punish you for what you did, and look it now.
See, Janisha, this is the problem. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Janisha Peterson says, "Hey y'all."
Hey.
Maria Hardy says, hi, everyone.
Hey, Maria.
What's good?
Yo. So tell me this, Daryl.
Go ahead.
Do you think that he was actually doing what they said as far as the way he was running business, taping everybody, doing all of these things, drugging people? Like, don't y'all remember Mary J. Blige said Puffy and them kept me drugged and high so much. That's why she didn't like working with him. Because they know the man did something, or they know what he was doing. I don't know how he beat it all. And maybe because there were certain people that went missing when they were supposed to
That might have something to do with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, the one girl who didn't testify, from understanding, wrote a letter recanting everything she said, from my understanding. When I heard
she wrote a letter saying that she didn't want to testify out of fear. She didn't recant. Yeah.
Oh, out of fear. Okay.
Out of fear.
I heard someone today, number 3, she said something like, they wanted me to testify, and I always told them not to, and they were saying she recanted what she said. I definitely heard someone did recant, and today.
That's because he's getting out.
Well, that's because he's getting out.
Yeah, the dog is getting out. They like,
right?
Oh hell no!
You
Puppy, you know they made me do it.
Out.
Yeah. They made me say it.
For real.
Again, I think he was. I mean, drugs and things of that nature. It seemed like was very consistent in everything he did.
And Cassie says she's scared with him getting out. I'm sorry to cut you off. She says she's really fearful.
What is she fearful of? I don't know if she's fearful.
I'm just saying. She says she's still scared that he's
I did hear that, but I was wondering what made her fearful. If he gave her money and he didn't do anything to her, he let her leave eventually. Whenever he left, she got to be with somebody else.
You see what you said?
See that beating?
You said let her leave.
Meaning if he was such a he let her
leave
with his.
Don't talk about DV like that. Don't.
Yeah.
No, it's not DV. I'm
he
saying
didn't
that.
just let her leave. He beat the hell out of her.
Don't.
No.
Okay.
So did he keep beating her to keep her there,
so
or
check this out.
They broke up?
So it was showed. It was showed that he did blow up Kid Cudi's car, right?
They couldn't prove it's him. There was
couldn't say it was him. Okay.
No.
So you have multiple. That's wild. This is why people are afraid, because there's multiple accusations, you have Kim, everybody around this man died except for Al B. Sure.
Right, but who said he did it?
Who said he didn't?
Well, with anything,
who said he did it? Kim Porter. Yeah. Kim Porter, in her written memoir, said he killed me.
That's interesting that somebody said he killed me. I don't know how you say he killed me.
In her memoir, did y'all read the?
Part of it she did.
Memoir. If I died, Puffy has done it.
He said, if I died.
If you're reading this and I'm dead, you know when people write that. Yes. If you're reading this, I'm already gone. You've seen that.
Okay. All right, that's different. I thought she said he killed me in the memoir. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh no, no.
Lord,
okay. How is everybody connected to this man dead? Everybody, even y'all didn't even notice. Like even with Nipsey was doing so good till he stood next to certain people and then gone.
Yep.
Everybody connected to this man gone.
Well,
and y'all can't not say it's not a problem because he was feared. This is the only dude that I've ever heard of that physically backed down Suge Knight. Like when they got into it, he backed Suge down. Puffy's not a punk. He not a punk, and his family, they're tied. He was the one that was under investigation with all of that, with the hip hop cops and all of that. That was Puff that it started with. This dude is not a lightweight. He is not to be taken for a joke in no way, shape, or form. That shiny suit is a facade. That is a beast. He is a beast.
I don't know. His legend precedes him, I guess. I don't know. Anything else? Anything else this week that current events?
Go ahead.
Government.
No, I'm just thinking.
Somebody shut the government off, but they still take it.
That's true.
The fuse went out.
It's been turned off.
That's a bad thing.
I am so glad I don't work for the federal government. They are really in a pickle because maybe you get fired, which means you don't get any money back. Maybe. So laid off and fired, what's the difference?
Laid off, you get unemployment, fired.
Yeah, you can get something with that.
You can get
With
either way. You can get something fired, laid off. You can get unemployment.
But maybe you can lose your pension depending on how you get
Yeah.
fired.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can lose certain benefits.
Okay,
I knew
Okay,
it was
that's
something.
different.
And some people are actually working but not getting paid. Like
that's
they
the other
have
piece.
to work.
I
They've
did hear
been
that.
called into work
Yeah.
and
Right.
not getting paid.
Yep.
But those people, luckily, they say they usually get their money back. Right?
Mhm.
They said that they usually get their money back, but if they fire you or lay
They
you
say,
off,
Then you're
you
done.
don't get anything. Yeah, you don't get anything. And now he can go in and
Mm.
lay these people off and fire these people without
Mm.
any consequences. So that's very
Mhm.
very
Yeah,
interesting.
have
So-
them work the
so-
whole time while the government shut down, then fire them and don't give them a cent.
So I saw the thing with Maxine Waters, right? I believe it was Maxine Waters, and they were asking what was the main cause for the shutdown, and whatever this bill is, it was something about not being able to roll back. They wanted to keep making sure that those that are here that are undocumented or illegally are still getting welfare benefits. They're also
No,
getting
that's not true.
Yeah, they said that they
Let me
talked about
tell-
that for a hot second because it's not really an issue.
You can, but you're spreading misinformation right now.
Well, how you gonna tell me I'm spreading misinformation before I finish the statement?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. First statement saying undocumented and getting any type of federal help
Again,
is
Again,
not-
you said that's misinformation. I work for the bank.
Yes.
I've seen the cards where they do get money from.
no, you can't. It's impossible. So
How you
if you're
do you see what do you see this happens when I say, "Hey, Daryl, this is what's going on," and I've seen it with my own eyes, and he says,
I know,
"No, it's
if-
not
if
true."
you follow, they can't, right? So there, if
So what did I
one
see?
person or two people, listen, if one or two people get a card or something, but you can't legally, they can't legally do it. It's impossible. That's if you're watching along, that's what they're saying right now. That's they're
I'm
putting that
not-
out there saying it has something to do with undocumented.
I don't
but-
watch the news, so I don't
Okay,
know
well-
what they're saying. What I'm saying to
Yeah,
you
said,
is,
you said so-called Maxine
Well,
Waters
let
said
him
it.
finish,
Let him
Daryl.
finish. Yeah, let's let him finish.
I'm sorry, Vaughn. I just got a little excited.
He's not sorry, but go ahead and finish, Vaughn.
he's
I
not
don't
sorry.
see me.
And
Don't
no matter
see me.
this, but this is the
Okay.
thing, Daryl. This is the thing,
Okay.
Daryl. When y'all talk to me and y'all say something, and I see that okay, it's a hole in it. I'll go investigate it, and I take it so like okay, I can learn from it. If I say
Right.
something and you don't agree with it, you 100% say is wrong, even though I'm saying I seen the silver card with $5,000 on it.
Right. I hear what you're saying, but again, you don't know if they're undocumented. They may have been someone that's over here that's going through the process. Because if you're going through the process
They
of
said I
becoming-
am an immigrant. I work for a bank.
Right.
They say
Right.
I'm an immigrant. We are
Right.
allowed. Can I
Right.
tell you
right.
what we have?
Go ahead.
So,
Tell what you-
if they are
tell
an
what you have,
immigrant
Vaughn.
and
Hush,
they're able to open up the account because they have this card, they have the card, they have a way that they're able to be identified without having a social security number. So
How-
you get
so?
the card, you get. I don't care.
I'm asking how,
So
I'm
well,
asking-
you
how are they identified that get the card?
because if you don't get the card, there's another. They give you like another number. I forgot what the name of the number is, but you get another number and you're able to be identified with that. And
Right.
it's good that you asked that. And you know what? That's the same thing we all said is how the hell y'all giving them these accounts? This don't
Okay.
make any sense for you to be giving them these accounts.
Mhm.
So they're able to open up these accounts, and when
Mhm.
they take the money that they get on this card, they can put it into the account. The
Right.
issue is if you don't have a social security number, how are you getting the ID? How are y'all
Mhm.
verifying that they have a place to live? How are y'all doing all of this?
Mhm.
So you're allowing them to open these accounts,
Right.
and you give the people that are here, the citizens, a hard time opening the account. Because if
Mhm.
you try to open an account and you say you're a U.S. citizen and you don't have a social security number or an ID, it's a wrap. No account.
Right.
So this is part of the thing we was dealing with, but this is something that I actually saw. So to what you're saying,
Mhm.
there may be a little bit of leeway or cushion for people that are
Right.
transitioning over to becoming citizens, whether they
Right.
are here
That's what it
legally
is.
or not.
Well, no, you would be
But
actually
these-
legal at that point, right? If you're in the
You would have
process,
to.
I have a girl now that's in the process of becoming a citizen. You know, it takes time. So, like I said, she doesn't have a social security number or anything of that nature because she was actually brought over here because she was trafficked, right? And in trafficking, now they take her
Right.
and she gets a lawyer and everything, and they start the process of making her legal. While you're doing that, you are legal now. You are entitled to certain things. So
Right.
now she can get like Medicaid. She can get these things because she's in the process. She's
Okay.
not illegal at that point, so she can get it. So these people that are getting the cards could be in the process. They're not like just coming over here with nothing. They have like. Go ahead.
And if you can
before
open up a bank account,
What?
you are not undocumented.
Right.
You are
So-
actually
Hey,
documented.
before y'all
So-
go into your next
so-
point, Maria Hardy says there are no funds. She
Okay.
says, I'm currently volunteering right now. It's sad.
Mm, mhm.
Right. They get nothing if
Okay.
you're undocumented.
So they
Wow.
cut,
Go ahead, Vaughn.
you know what?
Wow.
So like what you were saying about the young lady, right? And she was, the government put their hands on her, right? Basically to protect her. So when she falls underneath that umbrella, a whole plethora of things should open up for her. With the ones that, like when I was talking to people on the phone and I'm speaking with them through an interpreter or transferring them, they're here where they came over here, however they got here.
Right. They can.
And right. So that's when I was seeing, like, I'm telling y'all, that's when I was seeing them with the cards or them getting the money. And I'm like, how the hell how is this happening?
And some people actually have sponsors.
Right.
That
Right.
bring them over and help them.
Which means you're still a citizen technically, but you're working on your citizenship. So you are allowed certain things. So those aren't like just undocumented people, right? If they're getting a card, that means there's something that's backing that up, right? You can't get a card if you don't have a name or anything like that, right? So there's something that's allowing them to do that. So those people aren't, and that's where they kind of trick people. They try to act like they're lumping them all together. They're saying these people that are actually here working, the ones that have a court date and doing the things, because sometimes these court dates are 5 years out.
They're documented though.
They're not.
They're in the process. But like you said, they're in the process. So that puts documents on them, right? So that put paperwork on them.
If you can get a card, that means you're documented. You still won't have a social security number, right? Then what you don't get those things yet, right? They give you numbers that can follow you that help you do things because you're here and you're entitled to things if you're going through the process. And that's how they say they try to mix them all together, talk fast and act like it's just people who come over here with nothing and now they're going to get things.
And that's the thing right there, where they try to make it seem like those folks are getting something that you as an American is not getting. And that's where the problem comes in. That's where the animosity towards them come in. And that's how they use that.
Absolutely.
So if we ever have this discussion again, I want to make sure that I have all the receipts to show you for the things that I saw. Where there are people that are getting money that American born or native born citizens of people here are not getting. So I'll make sure that I have that, and I'll even send it to the chat.
Please, tell me what they can get that you couldn't get as a citizen.
I don't know what happened. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, I would like to know. Yeah, I would like to know what can these people who come over here get that we're not getting. I would like to know that. I mean, I do know they do get. So I know when they brought over the people from Ukraine, I know they did get almost like a stipend or check or something because they were over here. But then they were brought over here and they are technically citizens, right? They are entitled to these things. They brought them over here. Same with the Afrikaners they brought over here. Right. If they bring you over here for like asylum seekers, you're entitled to certain things while you're working on a process to become a citizen. So I think that's what you may be seeing, something like that, because we don't know the backstory. And even what you were saying, like talking to translators, sometimes it doesn't translate. The person I know, they speak a totally different language, and maybe their second language is Spanish, and they're translating in their first language or whatever. So when the translators are not speaking the same thing, and one word can mean something different. So I know a lot of times we have different issues talking, because I may say something, the translator says something, and they say it to the person, and whatever it is lost in translation, and we're having two different conversations in the same conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult. But I think that they need a boogeyman, like Doc said, and they're making these people the boogeyman right now. And as long as you're black or brown, you always can make somebody black or brown the boogeyman, and make people think, they're doing something that they're not.
Maria one Hardy's. Of the people from I can't remember who it was specifically, but they were talking about the chats before the government got shut down, the meetings, and they were saying that we know that right there, about talking about what the people are getting when they come here is not real issue. He said they spent 5 seconds on that, so that's not what got the government shut down.
Right, well, the government got shut down because of Medicaid and things of that nature. There were some things that were coming up in Obamacare that they were trying to. There was credits in there, tax credits and child credits, something like that are expiring at the end of this year. If they expire, they will increase our premiums up to 75% of what they are right now.
Maria Hardy.
So, go ahead, Leanne.
Maria Hardy says they are getting Medicaid. I don't qualify for it because I have a life policy. Shake my head.
Right. I think Medicaid is really for I don't know much about how it works, but I know it's like, again, you can't get it if you're not a citizen. People keep saying it. You can't get it if you're not a citizen. And then they talked about, all these immigrants are going to the hospital and they're getting free care because, they don't have any Medicaid or something. But even that, they said that's really less than 1% of the population that's going to. So that's not really hurting the budget like that. It's not like 1 billion of them are going to the hospital per day, right? But people should be cared for. Like, it's insane to say that someone who's hurt, a child or someone who's hurt, they can't get seen because they're not a citizen, but they're here. That kind of, like, as a human being with a heart, I'm like, all right, let them get seen, right? And and on the other hand, because from my understanding, immigrants who are not illegal immigrants pay into the system, and they don't get income tax or anything, so they pay millions of dollars into the system, but they don't get anything.
They don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that,
and that's a fact. And they said so. Like I said, so a lot of this is about Medicaid, from my understanding, and it's a medical thing. They want people to have the coverage and stuff they need, but they're talking about the people, the citizens. They keep blinding you saying it's other things, but they're talking about me, you, and everybody else. I don't want my premium to go up 75%. I can't afford it. My whole check will be taken away for insurance. I'm gonna live at the hospital at that point. Let's go move in. Hey, I pay for this. Move over. This is my new room.
Maria Hardy says Russian people are getting it all. Food stamps too.
They may be, if they are working on their citizenship. They would get it. Just like anybody over here can get it if you qualify.
If you qualify.
Right. If you qualify, but everybody goes through the same qualifications, I believe. I don't know that for sure, but I think the qualifications are, it's not like they have a qualification lower, like, hey, you're working on your citizenship. You just need to breathe to get it. I think
so. Let me.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
So, I think it's something going on that all of us, 100%, we all don't have all the information on.
I agree.
And I think that it's a lot of distracting going on, because even when you talk about the citizens or the people getting benefits that Americans are not getting, it automatically causes a rift. It makes you raise your eyebrow, like, why is that?
But Vaughn, I have a question though. That's why I'll get back to that. What are they not? What American citizens not getting that other people are getting? That's
what I was saying is, whether they are or they aren't, the fact that it's being mentioned automatically causes you to pick up arms or raise your eyebrow.
Yes.
The most important, right? And the most important thing that Americans are talking about, not even the healthcare, is why are they getting a stipend or why are they getting money to be here when you can't put money into our schools? Philadelphia still has problems with books. Why is the water so bad? What was it in Little Rock? Why is Mississippi not getting help? Why are all these places that we've been crying about getting help not getting help? But there's a rumor or there's a possibility that people that were let into the country at one time at a very high rate getting this money. That's the question.
But it's a tactic.
It's right. I agree.
I know you agree with me, Vaughn. I was just making a statement about it. It's a tactic. This is how they divided black people against white people.
That was my next statement.
Black people getting things that they're not getting. Mm-hmm. So it's the same playbook. Playbook.
Yeah.
That they use over and over again to divide people, keep the distraction, like you said, so they could do what they want.
Right. Always black and brown demonized. You don't hear you never heard anybody demonized.
Right. Maria Hardy says Dominicans can't get anything till they're here for 5 years.
Mm.
Right. I don't know if that's true. I would have to.
So, because they're not American territory. They're their own country. So, like any other they would have to wait if they came here. If they came here legally, they have to wait 5 years before they can get anything. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they're still going through the process.
So,
go ahead, Leanne.
My thing is shut the borders. Okay.
That's what I said.
Don't let nobody in, nobody out.
Wait a minute, nobody out.
If you go out, you gotta stay outside. If you go outside, you gotta stay outside.
Catch me jumping over that fence.
Keep everybody in. Keep everybody out. We don't got space for all these people anyway.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. They keep touching property and stuff for the animals. And it's not fair to the animals.
No.
But I'm going to say
where everybody went though. Go ahead. Go there.
I'm going to say, watch if they continue down this path, give it about 5-6 years, and you'll see that the harm from the money that was put into the system that's not there anymore. Like immigrants contribute a substantial amount of money to Social Security and things of that nature. So when they're not here to do it anymore, you'll see the decline in things, right? Everything works for a reason. And again, they're demagoguing people, they're making people be a bad person and things of that nature. Cool. But it sounds good now, and all the top is doing is taking money for itself. So they keep playing us against each other, but the top is taking money. These tax cuts are for the top 1% who is paying the same amount of taxes as you are, which is insane. So again, I'm not an expert, but I do know that this is all going to come back to bite people.
So while we scrambling for pennies.
When you say the immigrants contribute money, were you talking about the illegal or you're talking about people that are illegal? Those people down there picking oranges.
So how do they put money into Social Security? Are you talking about because they're working? Because they're working.
Yes, they're illegally working, right? They're working for these companies that are illegal.
Okay.
So
what's the difference between that and when we were slaves and when we were sharecroppers and we was bringing all that money in?
The difference is knowledge and the Constitution that says you shouldn't be doing these things anymore.
Oh,
that's what the difference is.
when did that Constitution apply to us in the correct way?
It never will.
Right. So that takes that argument away.
It doesn't take the argument away. The fact still remains that these people are okay. Tell me how it takes it away.
Because if they were using us illegally, if the Constitution was never applied to us in the correct way, how can you make that statement that you made and stand on it? It never was applied to us correctly.
You keep saying us.
Like
who you saying us? Because Mexicans
black
aren't
people.
Us. We're not talking about black people.
Well,
right
Mexicans, huh?
They're not us. Remember, they weren't 3/5 of a man. It was us. So so obviously, their Constitution left us out, but it didn't say anything about them.
So
if we're going that route, if you want
to do that, and you start to go with semantics and all of that, Look.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, bro. Black and brown, they're gonna trade niggas when they need to trade niggas. The Mexicans could be the new niggas now.
Listen, I hear you, and
because that's all that's happening right now. That's all I'm saying. They the new niggas right now. The only difference is that they using them. They're using them. We all on the same page. Trust me, I do not disagree with y'all.
Oh, gotcha.
They are using them.
Right.
Because now they're weaponizing them against us. This is the first time black people stepped back and was like, y'all gotta handle this shit yourself. Like, we ain't jumping over there really like that with them with all that's going on that I seen. They be like, y'all, all right, y'all got it. Because we were the working class, right? You moved all of the Mexican, all of the illegal came in. You put them in, now they're gonna take them back. They take them back. The first thing they said is, who you think gonna do these new jobs? We're not gonna do it, but they got a bunch of convicts. They got a bunch of people in jails that they can start hiring out to all of these places, and you don't need none of those illegals.
Well, I don't know. You know,
they're doing it already.
Prison population is decreasing quickly.
Who's getting out of jail?
And everybody, they're dying, or all them old laws where people getting a whole bunch of time for weed and stuff. Those people are getting out of jail, so they're coming down.
Lee says she tired of this discussion.
Yeah, Leanne, way to go.
I did actually had a topic I was interested in talking through, but that's cool.
Right. No, what is it?
It was something I had heard on the radio about chemical castration.
About what?
Chemical castration.
Yes.
And they were talking about there are some states that are using it as a part of parole or to reduce sentencing.
Right.
And sometimes it could be voluntary or it could be mandatory. So I was just wondering what your opinions were.
How could it be mandatory? Do you know what would make it mandatory?
I don't know, but there are several states that I think I'm looking at it now. There are 11 states that have laws allowing or requiring it for some sex offenders as a condition of parole or sentencing.
But Doc, does that make sense? Because I was always taught that it wasn't about the sexual act; it was about other things. So even doing that would not stop the person from reoffending.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to get you guys' opinion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like someone who doesn't know much, and it's JFK. Probably he decided to do this. I think he should castrate him. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see the point in it. But what's everybody else say? Ruth.
Well, if it's not going to change the behavior, then why do it? I don't understand that at all. Just seems like a really horrible act to do to somebody if it's not helping them with recovery.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand that.
Wait.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
You saying if somebody rapes someone,
it supposedly decreases sex drive. So that's the reason behind it.
So if this person has done one of these heinous crimes, you saying he has an option of getting chemical castration, or should they chemically castrate him? If they don't throw him in a pit with a bunch of lions, you should. I'm not worried about his behavior being changed. He's
okay.
That person is mental. There's something else going on there.
So would the chemical castration stop them from doing it? That's what I'm saying. Because it's usually about other things, about power. So they still can. My understanding, people can reoffend even when castrated, literally castrated.
Yeah,
people still reoffend because it's not about not necessarily all sexual. It's about the whole. I guess the whole thing. I mean, Doc could talk about it more, but I was always taught that wasn't necessarily a deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought too.
And my fear is if again, like everything else, they Trojan horse it. They say it's for this, and then they start giving it to men like Tuskegee. They start putting it in jails and giving it to people, or they start putting it in, they start using it in other ways to stop, maybe some people from having babies, since birth rate is low, and people, we're going to stop you guys so you guys can't catch us, because we heard in 2075 it's going to be mostly brown here, so we're going to fix you guys. I don't know the point in it, if from what I've learned, and again, just from what I've learned, that it doesn't stop people from reoffending just from a sexual, if you're a sexual assault or something like that. So I don't know. Now, if it's voluntary, okay, hey, look, we'll let you out a couple years earlier if you do this. Okay, I don't see any problem with that, because you have a choice. Kind of, you stay here and get taken care of and be out.
Choice is always different than mandatory.
Right. Absolutely.
Always different.
Say it again. Yes.
Choice is always different. Oh, you want me to say it again?
not really.
Not literally, right?
Not literally. Leanne, what you think?
I think if we don't castrate them, fine. But we should at least make an island and put them all on the island, and they can't get off. And the island is surrounded by a bunch of stuff where they
alligators.
Can't. Yes.
Oh my.
And there's never getting off the island. Once you do that, you're just always on the island.
Okay.
That's interesting. It's interesting because
our president could be the president of the island.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Let them feed the alligators.
It's very interesting. So, because there's not. I don't know. Even I know they were talking about people who go to like therapy to try to get rid of the urge to offend again, and I don't understand how that makes sense either, because I was always taught that like the 7 times, like most people could fail 7 times before they get it. So would that mean you have to offend 7 more people before I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never understood how someone could kind of therapy that away. I think if you have that, and this is not my thoughts, it's not DSM 18 or anything, but if you have those thoughts, you have them. I don't know how you stop yourself unless, like Leanne said, you put yourself on an island and
or
here we go.
They need to be tested on, like mentally in the brain stuff, and they drill in their brain and find out what the problem is. And then Maria Hardy says he should be the first volunteer to living on the island.
Yes, agreed. But with this kind of mandatory thing, you have to think about people that are falsely accused too. There's so many individuals that they find out 20 years later were falsely accused, and
he already on the island.
And you already on the island. With a,
you know what they say: birds of a feather.
Well,
if you flocking with them, we can't discern who. That's like you can't tell who's a hoe and who's not in the group of hoes. You can't do that.
How did we get there?
I don't know. That's just where my brain went.
It's the mania talking. But Ruth is right. And if I've seen something that Black people are found to be
guilty.
Being found not to have done something after being found guilty at like a 8 times more than anybody else. Like we are the most found guilty, not guilty people out there.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, then 50% of them don't arrest them. Don't put them on the island. Put them in like a bystander island.
What is that?
It's like the island before the island.
The free island. Got it.
Yeah, but it has to be. But I think the other problem is, and I'm gonna say it, I think contingent upon what most sexual predators and pedophiles look like. This is why I think there's not much being done.
Oh,
right? It doesn't seem like much, because if it's anything else, you would hear about it, right? You hear about other things, but certain things they don't get the light. Like if we, even right now, they continue to talk about, the first thing they talk about all the time is, like black crime, and there's crime everywhere, black murder, murder everywhere. But when we look on the news, we see people shooting things up all the time. And it's never contributed to a whole race culture at all. So it's very interesting how things, are how they play things out. They always make one worse than the other, and the other one is mental health.
Maria says targeted.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, give us something. Unless anybody's got someone else taking down another room for 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
This is good vodka I'm drinking right now.
Give me a sip, on. This is a different one, huh?
Yeah, she switched it.
This is
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do women allow men to be men? And the truth of the matter is, not everyone is raised in a household with a man. And so when women are entering relationships, they are coming up with their own ideas of what they think a man is and what they think a man is supposed to be. And with that, they are either trying to date the father that they had or create the father that they wish they had. And then when the man does not meet that mark of the uncommunicated expectations, then they have to control the man and control the environment, because ultimately they don't feel safe.
It's compensating for something.
It is. If you had a childhood and you did not have a stable childhood, you didn't have a father that was present, whatever the situation was that was instability, it causes a person to not feel safe. And control is to mitigate the fact that you don't feel safe. So if I don't feel safe, if I don't feel in love, and I can't figure out what type of man you aren't showing up for my expectations, then I'm going to try to control you, and I'm going to try to control the environment. Yeah. So it's not like it's a sinister thing that women aren't trying to allow men to be men. They actually don't really know what a man looks like.
I agree. Smoke that. What are your thoughts? Comment below.
Do women?
Okay. What are we thoughts? Vaughn, what you got?
Damn, bro. It sound right. I think I actually sent that one in. That sound right. It makes a lot of sense when you look at a lot of current situation or current status of things. I believe that, because I really don't understand where women be getting the whole rules and regulation, all that stuff that they have, the measurement. I have no idea where it comes from. And it has, especially when you look at them and they don't have no man or don't have no men around them, you be like, where did you get this imaginary Negro from? And that makes sense. For real.
So from what I'm getting is it's saying that you have to have had that male role model around in order to understand what a man looks like and represents himself as. I'm not sure I agree with that. And I'm not sure that the women are trying to control the environment of the man. My question again, and it got shut down in the group, is how is the man presenting himself as a man? That's a valid question. That's a valid question. It's a valid question.
It is. I agree. It's the man's fault, y'all.
No, I'm not saying the man's fault. I'm not saying
that. He presenting himself. Well, I'll say this.
Go ahead, Ron.
He's presented himself like a man because you already chose him. You already gave him some type of leeway to be into your life. So he must have met some criteria. And then you're rolling out.
He has a penis.
Go ahead. Keep going, Vaughn. Here we go. Go ahead.
Well, there you go. There go the first part. You know what I'm saying? We got that. And then after you get him, you start saying, here's all of these other things. Like, it's like a Build-A-Bear nigga. Like, no, I am who I am. Men accept you for who you are. Most men do. They want that woman. They don't. I want her. I want all of her. Whatever it is, I want her. Women got y'all got some other stuff going on. We don't understand. Like, You have a Build-A-Bear nigga.
So
After
yeah,
you
Ruth,
get him, you want to go ahead.
So Ruth, all she said, she was talking about what women doing. So somehow you're asking how's the man presenting himself.
I think it matters.
Why does it matter about how she presenting herself?
No, how the man is presenting himself to her as the man.
I'm asking you, why does it matter how he's presenting himself if she's presenting herself in a certain way?
I think it matters how both of them are presenting themselves.
Oh, we're talking about how she's presenting herself right now. No, wait. So right now we're talking about how she's presenting herself. I'm not asking about anybody else. We're asking about her part in it, right? Right now, it's very pointed. Like if she's not allowing space for anybody, let's say anybody, then how can they be anything, right? And if she doesn't know how to allow space for anybody, then how can any relationship there flourish? If and we're talking about the ones who are doing this, right? So we're not. Yes. It's not personal. It's not a whole. We're talking about the ones who don't know how to let other people do whatever it is they think they need to do.
I hear you on that. Yes. So she should have a space for him to be who he is, but it has to align with who she is. It still has to align, Daryl. Because if it doesn't, it's not going to work. We're
not talking. We're just talking about her right now. We can talk about other things. We're talking about what she's doing. If she's not doing these things, what that woman said was very straightforward. She was very clear and concise about what she felt to her helped the woman to be a woman, right?
Okay, but
She wasn't even talking about being with a specific man. She said, in general, if you don't have this thing to see how to do it, a good mind, you can't be a good woman to a man if you don't have any idea how to deal with him. That's what she said. She didn't say anything about anything else. She didn't even say about a specific man. Any man, she said.
See, men present themselves differently, though, right? What if he's presenting himself as a controlling man? I'm just saying. What if he's presenting himself to her, and that doesn't feel safe for her? Okay.
Hey, it's his fault.
Wait a minute, Ruth. How's he presenting himself? He presented himself in a way that already attracted you to him.
Well, on the surface, maybe it did.
So,
maybe she got to know him.
So
it's his fault.
All right.
Vaughn.
So once he got to know, once you got to know him, he got to know you too.
Right.
And
I
if
said
you do
both
not
parties.
know how,
I said that.
No, you just keep talking about
no,
him.
you did. You said how.
I said both.
And you know what? There is something to that. However she presented herself, that's what got her that man. So she presented herself in a certain way. She got that man.
What
and
if
now
she falsified? What if he falsified the way he presented himself?
What if she falsified herself when she presented herself to that man? He didn't walk over and say, "You gonna be my girl." He had to make some type of presentation. He liked what he saw.
What if it wasn't a genuine presentation? You're not answering that.
Genuine.
As I said, how she presented herself attracted that man.
Hey, Vaughn,
that type of man.
We could talk to Everett. It's always going to be our fault.
It's not your fault, but it takes you to play this. It takes you.
Why did Doc turn her mic? Doc turned her microphone off and is over there playing Candy Crush. She has had enough of us for the day. Look,
hey Vaughn.
Doc, we need you. I need you on. I need your mic on.
Nobody.
Maria Hardy says some women are used to playing both roles. So when a man comes in, it's something hard for her to let go of her ways.
Thank you, Maria, for
that's in those situations. Yes, in those situations, yes.
Thank you for talking about the situation, Maria.
That's situational, though. It's still situational.
I don't know why we're being talked over right now. Thank you, Maria, for having
everybody else.
Thank you for having that comment, Maria. That was on topic and actually gave us some insight to the woman and why she may do the things that she was doing. And not bringing up the man. We can never get to the woman if we always talk about the man. I don't know how. Thank you, Maria. I was just thanking Maria.
I gotta go fill up my vodka mug, man. I gotta fill up my vodka mug because this was.
Hey, child. So, hey, Leanne, please give us something else.
No, we're not.
I didn't even give y'all my opinion.
Right, we're not done.
It's the man's fault. I know what your opinion is, so I got it.
Who mine?
We didn't get Lee's opinion or Doc, so we're not done.
Yeah,
To be honest,
No lie.
okay.
Don't lie.
Then, okay. I kind of agree with her. I definitely do. I think that a lot of times we as women have this idea of who we want or who we think a man is or what that should look like. And that's what we go into dating and relationships based off of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily always think that we go in with the intention of just getting to know the man before you. Because really is we're going in and this is how I want to be treated. This is what I want him to do. This is what, you know, how I want to be, how I choose to be felt. This is how I want to be loved.
Right.
And yeah, I think that way.
Thank you, Leanne.
That's my opinion.
I love it. It gives me more insight on what a woman may do, and I know men, so thank you for that one. I mean, what the woman said, I mean, who would think that if you had a good role model or somebody to look at what a man was, that would make it easier to be with a man because you know what it is. Why? How could she not, how could she say that? That doesn't make sense. If you have a good role model, what you think a man is, and then you go out to life having a good example, I think that would make things easier, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
Right. Maybe not. Maybe
if it makes sense, it probably won't work.
Right.
And again, some folks don't have those role models and they still have a sense of what will work for them. And those are their guidelines for it. That's it.
So, but we're talking about two different people. Like those people are different.
You know anyone who's done that?
But no, Ruth, she's right. Like some people don't have good role models and they still find a way to make it. No one's just saying that it's not true.
That's my only point. Yes.
But I don't know if there's wrong. But the point was, if you had a good role model, sometimes that helps a woman. And now we go with men. It would help a man too to see good role models of positive relationships. It'd help everybody to see good role models of positive relationships. Because that could help you now identify what it looks like instead of you making up your own, like I said, whatever in your head, and now trying to put that on somebody because you think that a good woman cooks and cleans and is in the house all day and answers her phone on one ring because that's your ideology, and that may not be true for some. Or opposite, you think the man is a super, like Vaughn said, Negro, and he got six pack and six figures, and he only likes you and just you and nobody else but you. Like these things are not realistic.
Right. He's a sanctified hustler. She's
not allowed to know what she wants and what works for her. That's what you're saying, basically.
I don't know who said that. I don't know how you got that. I don't know where you came from.
Oh, she got on her long earrings. Leave her alone, Daryl. She can't.
I don't know what happened. No, I think that's the point.
Women can know what they want without having those role models too. That's all I'm saying.
They can't
have their ideas of what works for them.
Grow to it. You can grow to it. I know you can know what you want, right? You're right. You can know what you want. But usually when we know what we want, it's probably wrong if we're going off what we think.
How about that?
I would say you can know what you want, but there's also an aspect of being realistic with what you want.
Right.
Yeah. And
most women aren't realistic.
That's what I was about to say. Most of the time when we're talking about relationships, to be honest, we are not realistic. We want that unicorn. Everybody wants the unicorn. Nobody wants the working horse.
Whoa, you want a horse?
Both men and women, right?
Handle a horse.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah, that goes both ways. That's all. Okay.
Everything always goes both ways. But we're talking about women right now. I don't know why we always have to defend something that we're not talking about.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying they go together.
You are, because you always bring up the point.
They go together.
We obviously know that, but we're talking about women and what their issues are, right? So it's okay to talk about a specific person and their issues. Yes. And you talk about this person and issues. You don't have to conflate or put them both together all the time. You don't. You can say it's like this is what women should do.
Some women.
This is what. Leanne, please give us another topic.
What we got? What we got?
Okay.
The man right now, it doesn't matter what you do, it's wrong. Like if I'm kind and soft to my kids, then I'm gonna raise a son who is not gonna be masculine. And if I'm hard on him and I scream, I'm creating trauma. There's no way for men in this world like to exist without offending someone. And it just seems like that's becoming a trend. And now more men is like, you know what? I ain't gonna say or do nothing. And then women be like, well, the men ain't menin. It's like, how do you want me to men when you're taking away my power to do anything? Had a conversation. This is a true conversation with a bunch of women who were single. And they were just like, Deval, do you think you as a husband should be able to control where Kadeen goes? And I was just like, I don't think I should control, but I would like to know where she's going because I'm responsible for protecting her. And they were just like, well, you don't have to know where she's going to protect her. And I said, wait a minute, it's my job to protect you and you don't feel like you should tell me what you're doing? And they said, no. You had a bunch of women who are not in relationships with the overwhelming loud voice of, I should not have to do this, but you still have to do this for me. They're just saying, I'm a woman, I have my opinion. And I'm like, there should be a conversation here. It shouldn't be your way is the only right way. And I have to cower because I'm a man and say no.
Because it's always the man's fault.
No, I actually put that one in there so that you would feel better. I did.
So you did it because you're being petty. Gotcha. Now that you believe it.
She got it because I posted it. She got it because I posted it.
You petty. I heard you were Petty Pendergrass.
No, I listen.
That's the name I heard.
And even in that probably hurt you. That probably hurt you to put it in there.
No, I agree with him. I put it in there because I agree with that. I totally agree.
What do you agree with?
That he should be able to say, where are you going for safety purposes? And she should be willing to share that with her spouse or her boyfriend, whatever.
For safety purposes? Somebody said something, I can't see it.
Well, they did say it was for safety, for protecting her. Yes.
I got divorced with that way situation. Tell us more. You got divorced. Tell us more. I think it's not even just safety. I mean, I should just know where you're going because we're together. Not like I'm hawking you, but hey, I'm going to the store. Is that a problem to say? If you feel like you have to hide where you're going, you can hide yourself and never come back.
I agree.
Yeah, you shouldn't hide your phone either.
No.
Tell me more, Leanne.
Say that again.
Tell me more, Leanne.
I mean, if we're not hiding nothing, everything should be laid out on the table, including phones.
Okay, so as long as you don't mind people going through your personal messages with your friends, then we should be okay.
Yeah, I said it should be open on the open table.
Right, so you can't have any private conversations with friends then. Okay, Marion, she didn't want to tell me she was going and spent time in jail on a DUI. I didn't. She got drunk
and drove into a building.
Yeah, that's a
major.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of flags in that sentence.
Wow.
Leanne, did you get the post that I sent where the dude was snapping on the girl about like doing? I guess he was like selling himself so much.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll get there. We finish this first.
Yeah, because that's part of what I'm going to say here. Because
I think that we should be able to.
I'm gonna hold it.
I think we should be able to have again. So if you're okay, the problem I have with phones is I think that you should have some personal anonymity, right? There's some things like they may have conversations I have with my brother or my friends that necessarily you don't need to be involved in, right? Just because we're together, we don't need to be involved in every aspect of our life.
I'm not saying we have to check it, but I'm saying if you need my phone for something, I should be able to just give it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree to that. I agree. Ruth, what do you think? I know you said
phone situation about the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think that if you need it for a reason, yeah, you should have access to it. It shouldn't be a big secret or something to hide.
Right.
What are you hiding?
But it's not what I'm hiding. I'm hiding that I do have a life, and this conversation you don't need to be.
No, I respect what you're saying about that part. You want private conversations to stay private too. Yes.
Right. You can definitely go on the phone, make a phone call, or look at my friend, but I wouldn't want you going through.
No, I agree with that.
Messages I have, because there's sometimes we have conversation that maybe just me and Vaughn may be talking about something that I don't necessarily need to talk to you about. Right? It's a man thing, or whatever the case may be.
Totally
so
agree.
I do think we should be able to have some, our own person. What do you think, Doc?
Yes.
Yes. And see how powerful that was? Yes. A man's responsibility is for protecting his wife. If she refuses to tell him where she's going, then she deals with the consequences. I agree 100%. Right? And I think we both should protect each other. So I have the same responsibility to her to let her know where I'm going as well. Just because something happens, she would know where I'm at. But yeah, I don't do all, like, if you're not under my umbrella, so if you're doing your own thing, you're on your own in my world. So you don't want to tell me where to go? Cool. So if something happens, don't call me. Yeah. Don't say, hey, my tire blew. I'm like, that's a dang shame. Hope you got AAA. I'm about to go play basketball. Like, if you're not under my umbrella, I can't protect you. And my protection isn't situational when you feel like it. So if you don't feel like telling me what to do, I don't feel like I need to protect you. That's just me.
So, but will men be as willing to share that when they feel like, some men might feel like the woman can't protect them in the same way, so therefore she doesn't need to know where he's going?
No, I didn't. I let off by saying I owe her the same thing. So she.
No, I know you said that, but I'm saying some other men might feel differently about that piece. Like, you can't really protect me in that way, so why do I have to tell you? You know what I mean? They might think that way.
No, I hear you, and I would say, see, I think we throw around this term "men" too loosely.
Oh, what should I call them?
A boy, a grown adolescent. Because if you can't tell people where you're going, if you feel like that's testing your manhood, like I don't gotta check in with my wife, then I don't know why she married you, right? Or you got married. It's not checking in. It's just common decency to let people know where you're going, right? At least something happens, they know. Well, he said he was going to play basketball, and they can start there and work backwards.
Yeah, I agree.
On your body in the lake somewhere. So
I need eyes on my investment.
Say again?
I need eyes on my investment at all times.
Okay.
No, really. And I think she's the same way. I think we have I think we owe each other the same respects in a lot of ways, right? Because we take care of each other in different ways. Right. So you'll find the ways that maybe she takes care of you and you take care of her. Neither of them are lower or higher on the hierarchy of needs. It's different. So I'm gonna take care of her. She's gonna take care of me. She's gonna know where I'm at, unless I'm at my side joint's house. But it's okay.
Are you saying your protection?
I don't know how you got that. I'm just confused. I don't know how it's conditional. Oh, no, it is conditional. Absolutely. I can only protect you if you're under my umbrella. Yes, it's conditional. Absolutely. The conditions are if I don't know where you're at, I'm not protecting you because you're not my woman. Like, my woman's going to respect and understand that we're going to let each other know where we're at. But if you're acting outside of the prayer view, outside of the lines, you're not. Again, if I can't see you or know where you're at, how can I protect you? So yes,
it's very. She gets to tell you one day, Dale.
I mean, let's not be petty. Like,
why do you keep calling me petty? These are real questions.
No, it's not. One day, one time, she's like, oh, you know what I mean?
Okay, 2 times, 3 times. What if she forgets a couple of times?
Well, again, I didn't say she had to check in, but I'm saying if you're going somewhere, no, it's fine. Listen, I barely can spell myself, so it's okay. Listen, I get it. But I think that so it's not a again, you just want to make sure your partner knows where you're at. Yeah, and if I call like, hey, baby, everything good today? Cool, boom, boom, boom. I'm not saying you have to check in, but at certain times, if I'm going out for the night, going out to the night or somewhere, I'm gonna say where I'm going. You know, if you're just gonna run into the store real fast, I'm not saying you have to check in every 5 minutes, but
I agree with you.
We should kind of know. And my girl don't have to check in because she's gonna have a tracker on her. I'm gonna know where she's at all the time.
That's what I was about to say. Why are we playing games? We need trackers.
I knew
tags.
I knew it was coming.
I do think that there's when you say situational conditional yes, if you're not acting in a manner that is respecting our relationship, how can I protect you? Right? So I can't protect you if you're not under the umbrella. If we're outside in the rain and you're walking over there and I have an umbrella and you're getting wet, that means you're not. I can't protect you from the rain. Come under the umbrella, and then I can try to protect you as much as possible. Just like she can't protect me if I'm out here doing things I'm not supposed to be doing and she don't know what's going on. She can't. If she doesn't know things, she can't protect in the way she would protect or do the things she needs to do. To me,
I totally agree. I just think some people feel that that's checking in, and that's the problem with some.
Oh, absolutely. But I think that's a remedial relationship where if you feel like telling your girlfriend, paramour, whatever, with whoever, where you're going, then why are you with them? Right? There's some other issues there. There's some issues that you need to talk to somebody. Doc got a seat for you so you can get healthy and become healthy in a relationship and relationship healthy. It don't seem healthy if I'm like, you don't need to know where I'm going. Huh? That don't even seem right. Something wrong with that. I think we need to break up. That's what would happen.
Oh my God.
I think you need to be by yourself, huh?
You need to be by yourself.
Give me my tracker back. Take that tracker off. I'm giving it to next.
Where you're going anyway, because your tracker, you didn't want to tell me, so it's over. Yeah, go in your pocket. Yeah, it's a tracker stowed in there. Man, give me something else. But yeah. Definitely it's conditional. Listen, I'll tell you like this. If I'm with a girl and we go somewhere and she start arguing with a man, I just walk away. Because you have lost your rabbit mind if you're going to argue with a man and I'm standing right there, I'm going to walk away. And when you notice that I'm not next to you, you're going to stop talking and like, babe, what happened? I don't know. You want to fight. I'll let you handle your business. Or next time, you let me handle the business because I didn't know.
Oh my gosh,
what was going on with you?
Oh man.
Really, yeah.
Question. So you're telling me that say that again so I can answer right. Go ahead.
I said I could get fucked online 1,000 times that night. Okay. You go out there and fuck in real life. You could bring me back an STD. The only thing I'm gonna bring in this motherfucking relationship is a bag.
Man, the motherfucking fact the only way you could get a bag is with your pussy is pissing me off right now. Talk about getting bags. Your pussy, your ass, and your titties get talked involved. That's the reason why all these women out here doing all this extra whole shit. If you would set a better example and find another way to get money besides selling pussy, feed pics, and all this other shit doing with sex, these women would be on a better fucking path. You want to talk shit by the niggas, but it's your goddamn reason why these young hoes don't want to settle down because they can sell pussy like boss goddamn thing. You need to chill. Stop telling me about selling fucking pussy every 5 minutes. Every time it's something to do with money, like these women can't open a business and 3 fucking ladies sell goddamn buttercream. I'm tired of it. No, you gotta sell pussy because you don't know anything else to sell around this motherfucker. You need to get a bomb of weed or something, bitch. Goddamn. God damn, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trigger.
Question.
Wow.
First of all, Leanne, put that last comment on the screen. I'm trying to see what it says. I can't see it. Facts. If I'm not arguing with him, why are you? Exactly. I had to kick my 7-year-old out. Well, I don't know maybe that's, I don't know where that's constructive at. I don't know where you get anything from that. I don't know. He just yelled and cussed, and I think he made sense to himself. I'm not sure.
So,
yeah, Vaughn.
So I saw the clip, and I put the clip in because we were having this discussion in the chat, right, or in the group, where it seemed like the women just kept saying they were talking about getting this bag off of this dude, or it was sleeping with the guy and him paying for it. It was the date. It was like the first date. Something about him, like basically saying, if you want to be with me, you got to pay for it or something like that. And it was a couple of different posts, and I'm like, why are all of y'all keep saying it's okay to put a price tag on your ad, like on your body? Like it kept coming up. And then I saw this clip. What he said in this clip was he was upset because women keep saying to get a bag, they always talking about selling parts of their body, whether it's sleeping with the dude on the date, whether it's the OnlyFans or any of that. It's constantly coming up to a point now. Like you said, the young girls is like, I can do this. Instead of starting the business, I can do this. And everybody's talking about getting a bag, or the women keep talking about getting a bag, but it's always about sleeping with a dude or taking the dude's money.
Can we stop? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Leanne. I think I'm about to be on your page. Go ahead, Leanne.
Can we stop acting like this is the majority of women and typical women? Because it's not. This is social media girls who are doing this. I'm sorry, what?
That was response. What I was talking about was the conversations I was having within the group, and the women that were in the group were responding that way. They're not social media vixens. Go ahead.
So I think. So I don't know. Go ahead, Doc. You got it.
I was gonna say, let's not pretend that this is new either. The social media part of it might be new because you can get more exposure, but this is what was stripping. Stripping's always been around. Cat houses always been around.
Meow.
So this is not new. You know, they have maybe a bigger audience now.
Right.
But these are probably the same women that will hit the strip club.
Right. I think we
if
do
that
have
was their only option.
Right. I would say, I think, all right, you can do what you want with your body. And I think places like OnlyFans and things of that nature, when people are doing things on there and, they may not be getting nude. They may be showing their feet, whatever they're doing, right? I think it's in a controlled environment. It's safe. What can happen online if this is what they're doing, right? I think the bigger problem is that I think men are becoming more insecure because now I know what your girl is doing. Before she used to do it at a club and you would have to go to that club to see her. Now I can see her from my house because, these women are making a lot of money and men are not turning their money down that they're making. Now going out sleeping with a man is totally different. But again, that's on her. So if you choose her, it's on you. Like you don't have to choose the girl that you feel like her morals and values don't line up. So if she's on a date, like, well, you got to pay for this, you say, no, thank you. And then guess what? You're done. You move on to who likes you and vice versa. So what he was saying to me didn't really make sense. I definitely get it. And I think Leanne is on something too. I don't know if this is the majority of people. I did see some people in the room, kind of like Vaughn said, co-signing this, but I don't think the majority of women are on this time. Right. I think that this is something it's like propaganda.
You know what?
We get in our algorithms and we see the same things over and over again, and we start believing that that's the masses. Go ahead, Vaughn.
We've been talking about dating being transactional and it being we've been talking about this the whole time. And I said it before, yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
We
always talk about
politics.
We all in our conversation
politics earlier.
He's talking about the show.
It means before.
I'm not talking about just this show.
Well, be more specific.
I was more specific. Everybody else got it but you.
Oh gosh.
That is true. I will agree, Vaughn. Everybody got it but you, Leanne. That was you this time.
Oh, so no. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Now you're gonna be rude.
Oh wow.
To my point. We've been talking about
lost your point, Vaughn?
Transactional. No, I said to my point.
Okay.
Things have been transactional. We've been talking about this transactional dating. I said before that it used to be the dope boy culture, and now it's more like a hoe culture, where you never heard or you never seen it like this, where women talk about getting the bag off of selling their body. But if girls was going to the strip club or doing stuff before, everybody didn't know. Now it's accepted normal to be either selling your ass or showing your ass. So
Well,
that's what he came up. That's what he was saying in there was like, why is it every time that we keep having these conversations, this keeps coming up?
Well, he
So-
looked broke, so I don't know why he was talking.
Vaughn,
you're right. It definitely is, like you said. But you know, it's weird because real life for me, and this is anecdotal, and what people saying about being very transactional. I mean, I've met some people that dates that didn't go anywhere because but most of the people didn't seem to be too worried about money and things of that nature. Like I had a couple walks and things of that nature, and you figure out if it works or not. But I would say in my real life, in meeting people, I haven't met too many of the transactional people, the people that where they're like, look, you know, you got to pay for my time or pay for a babysitter. I haven't met that in my life, so I can't speak to it for me. I know we see that a lot, but my real life has been a lot different for me. I don't know, and I'm only speaking anecdote. You know what I'm saying? So I know I keep hearing these things that are promoted, where it's like these gender wars. I just don't necessarily see it in real life outside of our group on Facebook. Over there, it's a lot of this type of talk.
Maria Hardy said.
Yeah.
Maria Hardy says some women lack integrity and respect for themselves. They want the easy way out.
Thank you for giving a woman's perspective and not blaming a man, Maria.
Let me take my glasses off so you could see me wrong.
Yeah, but you know, I think it goes again. So if and what Vaughn is saying again, it might be that new generation that's coming up that has this new train of thought, and they may be in trouble because they're just seeing this all the time promoted, and they may start, you know, seeing it, start believing it now, and they start to reproduce these things that we see. So we do see people being naked, right? Women are the most naked they've ever been in life right now. Like this, the most naked they've ever been.
I think you just see it more.
Yes, because the most women have been naked ever before in life.
Because I'm thinking of, you know, back in the day, you go to a club, women naked. Go to the Greek picnic, women naked.
Right, but
go
not
down
naked
South Street,
like this.
women naked. So
no, women, no, Doc, as a man, I'm telling you, but naked today.
You saying anywhere, like not at these things that she's saying?
No,
at
I mean supermarket. You gotta cover kids' eyes up at the supermarket.
I mean, even when you're talking about the way things fit nowadays, shorts never fit like underwear. Shorts are like underwear now.
Right.
You walking around, all you see is t-shirt.
Well, think about it. Even men with skinny jeans, balls be showing all the time. You know what I mean? I can't even go to work without people just looking, eyes up here, ma'am.
well, you know what? That's not even true, Lee, because remember the Daisy Dukes. They
Oh,
was
yeah.
You had to make, but you had to make them. You had to make Daisy Dukes.
No, you didn't.
You had to
They
make
sold them.
They did.
I had a couple of pairs.
They did sell them.
They sold them.
You're right, but they weren't as tight as they are now. Daisy
Yes,
Dukes,
they
Well,
were.
maybe the people that are wearing them are bigger in them now. Maybe that's the piece.
well, whatever it is, I know that they're tighter now than they were then. Daisy Dukes, the cheek would hang at the bottom of it. They were short. That was the thing. They weren't short and tight. They were
They
short.
were short and tight.
Maybe on you, Doc. That's your body's built different.
Wait a minute.
Most
walked
people,
into that
they
one, Doc.
They
Yeah.
might have been short. They weren't that tight, right? So clothes are made differently, right? Clothes are made more to fit today. Like they are
And
specifically
people's bodies are different today. A lot.
Maria
lot.
Hardy,
I don't
go
know
ahead.
if
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Maria Hardy says there's just no shame. It's the new norm.
Thank you, Maria, for speaking about the women again.
But we do have like BBLs that
Yeah.
fit into those Daisy Dukes now. They're different sizes, and I'm talking about.
There you go, Ruth. You hit on to something that is true because these people out here look like ants. They built like they got wings on their back. Like I ain't never like I don't know where you going to get that, but that was terrible. But you're right, they look crazy.
Different
like
body
sometimes,
types now. Different bodies. Yep.
yeah, people are buying a whole like that. Don't even look. That looks like hurts. Like you probably can't even sit in chairs. You got to lay down and just. I'm gonna lay down. Like, like so. Oh, Ruth, yeah, you're right. We're right. But that goes to show because people want clothes to fit, so they're making bodies bigger so they can fit, and they put the real tight sheen. There was no sheen. There was an easy pickings, but there was no sheen.
Right.
All these easy pickings. Yeah.
All these cheap clothes in place that give you a little piece of velvet you put over, and it'd be just. And it just like one wear, and like it just So it's interesting to say the least. But I think we have to get past. And the other thing is we got to stop again. Like we're shaming women for doing certain things. It's only women because I think
you gotta have some class. It ain't about shaming nobody. You gotta have class, and you gotta have some type of decorum about yourself.
All those things are subjective.
No, they're not. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If you are half naked in front of a child, you're wrong.
Right. Why are you covering
up
your
in front of a child? You're wrong.
Yeah.
If most of your breasts is out in front of a child, you're wrong.
Ask the child. When I was a child, you had your breath, and I was like, "Thank you." Just
you were that child. You were that
kid. I'm okay. Look what I see. I love Miss Parker. Like it's okay.
But that wasn't right.
I don't know. It felt right. It got my juices bubbling, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And that's not what it's supposed to do to a child.
What? It's supposed to do it to everybody.
You're not supposed to, a woman should not be that exposed that she caused that to happen to a child.
Well, that's not true because you don't have to be exposed for that to happen either. And if you could look a certain way, you can be built a certain way, wear clothes, you know what I mean? So I understand, but I understand.
Standards have changed.
No matter, you know what? Standards have changed.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Anything goes, everything goes. Yeah. You're right.
And that's kind of where we are. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of subjective of what we feel is okay and not okay. Right? Because the thing about it, it's less looks when people are outside in certain things.
Where's the moral compass? Where's the standard?
A moral compass, like everything in the world, has changed. It all changes. What they thought of in the 60s is way different than in the 80s, and what they thought in the 80s is way different than the 90s.
So if you're saying it's changed, right? Did it change for the better or for the worse?
So that's a different conversation. That's a conversation you could say, and
because you recognize that it changed.
Mm-hmm.
It was one thing.
Because one time
it was one thing, right? And it was
wearing bell bottoms every day, and they don't wear them anymore. You know, styles change.
You can take bell bottoms off. You cannot take off. You should not take off your moral standard.
Maria Hardy says clothes are made in China.
Again, you keep saying moral standards are across the board. They stay the same and never change. They don't. They as societies change, so do your morals and values. As you know more, sometimes you'll change things to fit what you know now.
Right.
But is it right or wrong? You're right. We can have certain things. I think I don't know. We get back to being.
I heard about this place one time. I don't know if it existed or not, but they called it Babylon. And they said it was a whole lot of things that went on there where a lot of children got hurt. A lot of things, their moral compass was basically not there, right? That was then. It then changed to something else, right? Eventually. Or even back then, you knew whatever was going on over there wasn't right. It should not have been going on. People have a general outline in life where you know this is too far.
Wait, can I have a question? I have a question real fast with that. So did the people in Babylon think that they were doing something wrong?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
People
they did not
thought it was wrong, but they didn't. So that's why I say
right. So,
and we can pick what's right or wrong. And I agree with you that was it as a whole, as a society, is it right for that society? But even that changes, right?
What they knew in Babylon was that the way they were operating was different than everything else around them. And they knew that. They knew that whatever they were doing and however they were doing it, it was way more extreme than everything else that was around them.
I think people, Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
Vaughn.
know right from wrong. And
You
this
don't know.
participation trophy society we got has knocked down all of the borders or all of the restrict. There's nothing to stop people from doing wrong, especially in front of children, from not behaving like mature human beings, or like you have class, or that you have some sort of standard about yourself. It's just not right. And
Right.
everybody keeps making it right.
It's all subjective. If we look right now, you have
subjective.
Well,
that's what I was going to
absolutely
say.
subjective.
It is subjective because some people would say that in your household you shouldn't walk around naked if you got kids.
Right.
If that's what you do in your household, it's not harming your children.
Right.
You know, it's making them less shameful about their bodies, probably, and especially if you're talking to them. But some people would say that's immoral and it damages your children, and so it is subjective.
And we see it. We can just broaden it right now. We live in it's basically a two-party system we have here in America, right? And the morals are very different on each side, kind of, sort of. So look at what we're dealing with right now. We have person in charge who a lot of people are following, and they think that those morals and values are okay. Everybody doesn't agree. Some people agree. It's subjective.
But that's
it's all about what you believe. I'm sorry, Ruth. Go ahead. I apologize.
I'm hearing you. But it makes me wonder too. Is that we are just now more accepting, that we just are desensitized, and our morals have changed based on that? That we just are more accepting of what happens. What we see.
Morals, even in the lineage of this place, like at one point people were enslaved, and that was okay. You know, and then it started to change, right? And then you get a little of this, and so again, what you believe is going to be based on society, your values, what you learned, and it could be very different. It's very subjective. Like Doc said, you can believe something to be cool for you, but it might not be cool for somebody else. So we can't say there's a moral like that's just morals are straight across the board, because they're not. You know, it's basically. Go ahead, Vaughn.
If people. Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Sure. Let's go.
I'm a musician. I'm a musician. All right.
Right.
And I'm cool with art, right? I asked other musicians this. I said, would you have a conversation in front of a 6-year-old about the sexual escapade you had last night? Would you have that? Any of y'all do that?
Clothes change based on entertainment that bring back holy pants and Vans. Okay, let me a stretched out woman's collared shirt became off shirt. Exactly. Look at that. Look at that. Let me make this work. I ain't got a lot of shirts. Look at this. My shoulder at work. Now let me ask you another question, Vaughn. So if you had sex the night before and your kids heard a whole bunch of banging and things in there.
That is not, you're not going to answer my question with a question. I've asked you a question.
Because I'm just expounding upon it.
No, you're not.
Okay, so then, answer your question the way you want to answer it. And then you answer it the way you want to answer it. I'm just saying that,
I think I see what Daryl is saying, because if that happened last night, you have to have a conversation with that 6-year-old about what happened last night.
Right.
Or if your 6-year-old walked into the bedroom and saw you having sex, you have to have a conversation about that.
I
think that's where you were going, Daryl.
That's where I was going. That's what I wanted.
I get what you're saying, Daryl. I get what you're saying, Daryl. And my reason for asking that question is, would you have, if just a normal circumstance, if you were talking to someone, I said, would you have a conversation in front of your 6-year-old, not with your 6-year-old, but in front of your 6-year-old? And the reason why I asked that, most of the people are like, no, why would I do that? I'm like, okay, so you have this music that you play, that you let these children listen to on the radio, that is very specific, very clear about what's going on that night.
Yep.
Now, if I was to have a conversation in front of this child with you about it, I would look like a pedo. I would look like like something wrong. But you do this in the music, right? So if you know one is wrong, you got to know the other is wrong. These are wrong.
I would have the same question. If my kid is hearing music, I don't know. I think you have to talk to them about things. in an age appropriate way. Like I said, my daughter was in sex therapy at the age of 4 or 5 because I wanted to give her the words to be able to understand things. Because when you don't have conversation with kids, I think that's when you get in a lot more trouble. When you don't teach them things, they don't know things, and they're learning things from their friends. Especially today, when they have phones, they have friends. Kids are learning a lot of things. So if you sit there and be like, "Well, I'm not going to talk to them, and I'm going to shelter them," they're going to learn a lot more things and not know how, and not maybe getting correct information, which can lead them to do things or be more susceptible to things by not knowing. By teaching your kids things, they're going to be more, just like Doc said, if they're walking around the house naked and you're teaching them, they're going to be less likely to have problems with certain things. You're educating your kids.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. That was not what I was saying it for, but what you're saying is completely correct. What I was just saying is, that there are certain things that should not.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all. There's a line that is generally inside of you as a person where you're like, that's too far. And
if that was the case, it wouldn't be
people have moved it.
But the needle has moved.
The needle has moved.
It has moved. The needle's moved off the page.
The needle always moves. It continues to move.
It's moving rapidly now. Let's say that.
I think we feel it's moving rapidly. We feel it's moving rapidly. But think about in when your mom and dad would talk about their moms and dad when they were listening to music, like, this music is terrible.
But they weren't
on and showing your knees. Like their knees being showed was a lot.
Yeah, but they wasn't standing on tables twerking in the middle of restaurants. Like that was something to do.
But they were doing the butt.
But
right?
they were in the club. They were in a club. They were not in public places. Like, see,
I don't agree to that.
I know you don't. You don't. You don't. And
but where are they doing it in public?
In restaurants. Like y'all ain't see them girls when they were standing on the tables and the dude was ready to pull them off the table. Like, and you see
but
them
they
in
have
the street.
days dedicated for that type of.
Oh my God, y'all know that's not what I'm talking about.
They have days like it's grown and sexy. And the women come in and they do they grown and sexy, whatever. Right. Everybody turn up.
And that's what I was about to say. I was about to say the same thing, Vaughn. Like even like doing the butt. If you was at a restaurant and that came on, they was doing the butt. That was it. Like these things there's really nothing new under the sun. It's not like they're inventing something new now. Again, it can look different. Or we can, and definitely we see things a lot more now because we don't know what people were doing back in the day as much because you didn't have this thing that showed all these things all the time everywhere, right? So it could have been areas or restaurants or clubs that this happened in, you would never know because there's no way to record it for you to see it. You feel me? Because I know I was out many a times where we would do it. When we would jump out and be jumping on tables and dancing, acting crazy and popping booty and stuff. Like that was the thing. So I'm not. That's what I say. For me, I think now we just see it a lot more, right? Because it's everywhere. Everybody got a phone, a camera, they record it, and then they upload it. So I think things are seeing more. But I'm not saying you're wrong, Vaughn. There should be some type of moral code, but I think it changes, and we see right now that everybody doesn't agree with what's right and what's wrong. Everybody doesn't agree with morals and values, and we could talk about right now. Look at politics. Even our opening conversation was very different on what we believe to be true and who should be cared for. Go ahead, Leanne.
Maria Hardy says this was a little while ago. Us big people can't fill into what China models make. He also says music isn't the same like back in the day.
I wouldn't say that because we had
I wouldn't
songs.
say that either.
There were songs that were just as bad. I seen the one joint I'd seen it recently where she was going around grabbing people's penis. I forget her name, but that was her thing. She's like, "Let me see it. I want to see it. I want to feel it." And she was grabbing people's penis. I don't know her name. YouTube it right now, you'll find it.
And there's like people like Ma Rainey in the 20s.
Right.
There was one Ma Rainey, or maybe 5. There wasn't 5,000.
And not 5,000
and it was not a mess. Yeah, stop. And
who the hottest artist right now? Talking crazy. I can name Cardi B, maybe Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Who else you? Who
Pull
else
up
you talking
10.
about?
Do me a favor. If that's how you want to do it, all you got to do is pull up 10 female rappers, right?
Right.
Pull them up and pull their 5 first songs, and you tell me what they talk about. And I'm talking about popular women. And if you pull up the guys, and if you pull up the guys, they're going to talk about killing people.
At a time. No, and Vaughn's right. He's right what he's saying. But I think
there's a formula behind there. We know what that's all.
Right, because we don't. What's being broadcast? You said it. What's broadcast to us, they're not going to broadcast to other songs, right? You're not going to hear the Conscious or the Book Bag. You're not going to hear that. So that's part of the marketing strategy. So there are other people out there. What's put in the forefront is the negativity. That's one thing. But then
that's the same as it was back in the day.
I agree. I already said that.
So what are we even talking about?
I don't know why octaves went up there. We can talk without octaves going up, Leanne. That's weird. I'll just say this. The only thing I say, Vaughn, is that I think that we know about Ma Rainey and a couple, but there probably was other people in these juke joints that we never knew that had the same type of content.
Okay,
because
you stop talking. Back to you, Vaughn. What are we talking about for?
No, wait, because we're talking right now.
Because we were talking about it.
Wait, so I think back in the day, people imitate things, just like today.
You gonna stop muting my mic? That's what you gonna do. Stop it, Daryl.
If you don't keep your static self,
but Doc said it right. Doc said you can see that it was agenda or negativity was pushed forward, which changed what we gravitated to.
We keep moving the goalposts here.
No, we didn't.
What are we talking about?
We talking about the same thing we've been talking about.
Which is what?
We're talking about people, their moral compass, right? And how it changed.
Oh, now it's a moral compass. I thought we was talking about
ain't that what I said in the very beginning?
You did say that.
Said what?
Maria Hardy says it's subliminal.
It's not subliminal when they okay, you're right. All right.
No, I hear you. It was always going on, but now the exposure, the acceptance, all of that to me is very different and very accepting.
It's pushed on our culture and no one else's.
It's a big difference.
And no one and people don't see that it's a setup for us. That's the main frustrating part is that it's pushed on us. Death was pushed on us. Overly sexualizing our women was pushed on us. And it's accepted in our culture and everybody's going for it like it's not a problem. Like our kids aren't catching STDs. Like we don't have a high abortion rate. Like the immorality amongst why are young men called YNs? That is not cool for that. We've had all of these negative things pushed onto our culture and we accepted it.
We accept it. That's the acceptance piece.
And when I say something about it, you say I'm wrong. I'm not wrong for saying they're fucking our people up and nobody's saying nothing about it.
I disagree.
I know you do, but I love you.
I think we've been talking about this type of stuff since the dawn of time. It just doesn't find any traction and nothing changes.
Okay.
Beyond that, they're not just selling it to our people because most of the money that they make off of the rap and the gangster and the this and the that is young white people. But that's who's going to the shows. That's who's tearing stuff up. It ain't us because we don't have the money. They've priced us out.
To expand on Leanne, we don't ever talk about what they do, right? We only talk about what we do. We don't talk about what the Y, whatever the YWs, I don't know whatever you call them. They don't talk about what they do either, right? So it's not like there's a big that is focused on us. Again, same thing with they do with immigrants. Focus on the black and brown. It's not like other people don't have issues. Not like they're going through their own issues with the same thing. They listen to the same music. If you go to these schools where they're all white, they're walking around with bandanas. They're doing all the same things.
So
you know what I mean?
They're doing all of that, right? But they're following the template that was set up on us, right? And it's right. White people, they do buy a lot. They buy it, but they don't live it out. We actually are living in that. Remember, rappers weren't real if they said something and they couldn't stand on it, which has become 100% right now where they get the YN or they got the drill music from, because you had to be that gangster to say that. And now our women are on the stage on the Grammys and on all of these shows, and they're dressed like strippers and they popping their ass on the most prestigious stages that we had to fight to get on. We get on there, and this is what we represent, and that we push onto our culture. We allow ourselves to be used to put this on our children, and that's cool.
So it's a couple things I would have to say real fast. I get if you say they're pushing these things and the kids are seeing it, but we got to raise our kids differently to outdo what we see on TV, right? So that's one thing. But like I said, everybody's seeing this. Like, we don't talk about anybody else when they dress half naked, or they do the same things in their music, maybe a little different. And crime, and they try to put it all on rap music, but crime is used through poverty, right? It's poverty. So there's always been crime. There was crime before rap. There was murder before rap. So we put it on that, but that's not necessarily a big driving. I mean, it might be a driving force, but it's most likely it's poverty. Because if that was the case, then all the killing and stuff would have started when rap started, and consistently before that. If you look through stats, even before back, there was crime in these populations.
It's always crime where there's poverty. It's always crime where there's poverty. Go ahead.
Maria Hardy says African Americans are targeted. Yet Caucasians want to be like us.
So what it is, we have people follow our trends but don't want to live our lives. They put on a costume, but they don't want to walk in the shoes. It's cool to look like a nigga, but don't become that.
Even outside of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But even when you were saying, like, you're talking about why we don't talk about what other people do. We got to take care of our own house first. We can't worry about what they doing, because they're doing better than we are. So we got to take care of our own house. You talk about black people because it's affecting us. That's us.
But I think my problem is you're talking about rap music like that's the problem.
I'm talking. That is an example.
Right. That's down the list of things I would bring up. Again, if the first thing would be it's poverty, and then we need more systems and things in these neighborhoods to give kids something to do. Right. So right now, they're doing these things, and crime has fell in most of these places. Camden just now had 0 murders for time in the
first summer.
Right. So these things are happening, but nobody's talking about it. So rap music is still rapping.
Know why?
As much. So why are we not talking about it?
Because that's the biggest platform that the kids listen to is the rap, right? I'm a musician, and I'm not talking about rap in particular. This is just one of the main vehicles. If this is where you can judge the times of throughout our country by listening to the music. The music always told you what was going on, right?
Wait, I'm sorry, real fast.
Right.
My question that you didn't answer just now.
What?
Which is down in most of these cities that we have. Crime is down factually. Rap music is still rapping, right? So I'm not going to say blame it on rap music.
I never said that. I'm a musician. The first thing I said is I'm a musician. That's one of the first things I said when we started talking. I'm a musician. I'm not blaming rap. What I am blaming is what they're using it for. Some of the most popular people are doing some of the most disgusting things. And whether you go from rap, you look at what's pushed into our schools, what's pushed in front of our kids, morally has to be looked at. The most popular thing and one of the strongest things is our music, whether it's rap, whether it's R&B, whatever it is, what our kids are listening to, one of the biggest voices is rap or is our music.
Maria Hardy says, absolutely, I agree with you, Ron.
Thank you, Maria. Because these niggas tripping.
Again, I'm going to say it again. If the numbers don't support that, because if the biggest thing was rap music, I'm going to finish talking. If the numbers were supporting that crime was going up and things of that nature, then I can say, you know what, maybe. But if it's going down, that means the things they're doing in this community is outdoing other things. If kids are putting guns down and they were killing at this rate and they're not killing at this rate anymore, then that means kids are putting the guns down. People are doing other things. So rap is still rapping. things are still happening. But we have to give credit for these neighborhoods for doing things to now counteract all these things. And if you keep living off of propaganda, not you as you, but people, and live off what you see and what you think and not the facts, you're going to continue to think that we're going in the wrong direction when actually a lot of our neighborhoods where what we call neighborhoods where predominantly people look like us, the crime and things are falling. Okay. It's not the same. So they're going to keep it's the same. They're going to keep the same boogeyman to make you feel like it's worse than it is.
Whoa.
What are we
when you say it's a boogeyman? I bury more people. You had one summer in Camden in 50 years where they didn't kill anybody, right? So that's cool. Let it continue.
Right.
Check Philly. Check Chicago. Check
Chicago's
Nashville.
down. So how would you check it? Numbers in Chicago are down.
You check all of those, but make it consistent. Don't let it be for this period of time and then it shoot back up.
Again,
it's cool.
All we can do is talk about how things are going down. And if we keep the trend, and again, like I just told you, prisons are not as full as they used to anymore because people are getting out. Okay. Crime is down. Even before the so-called, they put in DC, it was down 30%, right? It's been the lowest before. Hi, Doc.
Peace, Doc.
See you, Doc.
Bye.
I'm just saying, crime, we have to stop give ourselves credit where credit's due. If we're doing better in situations, we have to say that. We can't keep living like it's the same as it was before. Like I said, if Camden, which was number one in homicides at one time, had none, something's going on. And we can't just brush over that, right? We can't say, no, hopefully that trend will continue to go. And in the major cities right now, we're seeing a decrease in crime. They're not telling you that. They're acting like, well, we need to send the guard.
Right. In my statement, when I said, what are they putting in front of the kids? If everything is changing and it's changing, like you said, because of poverty, they're changing the poverty. They're changing this. So they're changing the story that's being told. That's basically what's happening. The story is being changed in these places, like in Camden. The kids ain't picking up the guns, or they not doing this, or they not doing that. I get it. It still don't change the fact. It still don't change the fact.
They'll change the fact of what?
Of what they're doing, of what's still up there. You know what I'm saying? They changing things in the community. On the stage, they still acting a fool.
But who cares? I would say, who cares if at the end of the day, the people that matter in that community are changing and they're not falling victim to what's on stage, right? So soon, what's going to happen is what's happening in the neighborhood is going to have to be reflected on the stage. Go ahead, Leanne.
And that's soon, right? Gotcha.
Hopefully, you know what I mean? That's the wish. Mm-hmm. Let's do one more and get up out of here.
I don't know if y'all seen that video where the girl was like, I heard some girl wants my man. Let me tell you what it takes to be with him. So she proceeded to list off the things that she does for her boyfriend, right? That he asks of her. These things included doing the dishes, doing the laundry, cleaning the house, making homemade butter. Said that he often asks her to sit in the garage with him while he works on the cars. He doesn't ask her to do anything. He just wants her there. He wants her presence there. So, of course, I go to the comments, and almost every comment was from a woman going, what are you, his mother? Oh, so you're his mother. Oh, so you're his maid. And I'm just so they made a follow-up video, his perspective. He then lists the things that he does for her, which include he made her an authorized user on his American Express. She can spend as much as she wants. He pays all the bills, not only takes her out on dates, but he plans the dates, and sometimes will even go and pick out her outfit and lay it out on the bed for her so she doesn't have to do anything but get dressed. He also said that he cooks dinner because she doesn't cook. So I go to the comments again. Now, one of the comments said, oh, so what are you, her dad? What are you, her father? And I'm just like, this is why you don't take advice from people about your relationship. I don't know. Am I tripping? But I feel like what he's asking of her isn't much. I don't know if people understand this, but relationships are give and take, right? And it's not so much a role like, oh, well, she's a woman, so she has to do this. He's a man, so he has to do this. This is no, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you all balance each other's strengths and weaknesses, right? Okay. So if he's the type of person that doesn't like to clean, but she does, of course, naturally, she's going to be the one to do it. If he likes to cook and she doesn't, he's going to be the one to do it. You could tell that they seem very happy, sitting on each other, touching each other the whole time, smiling. She made a follow video teaching people how to make butter, like asking her to make butter, asking her to wash some clothes, to do the dishes. That ain't nothing. He takes care of everything for her. And I just am like looking at the people in the comments, and it's just like, y'all are miserable and you're going to spend the rest of your lives alone, which is fine, because I know that plenty of people are choosing to spend the rest of their lives single in the name of peace. That's fine. Don't go shitting on another person's happiness because it doesn't make you happy. And I really don't think it's not because it doesn't make you all happy. I just think that a lot of women in those comments were miserable because it's not them. Note to self and to all of y'all, don't let people tell you what to do in your relationship because they're bitter.
Well, I know I got a new thing on my list. You know how to make butter?
Yeah.
I agree with everything except to make the butter.
You know how to make butter? If you don't know how to make butter, then
That was a good one. That was a good one. Mm-hmm.
What was good about it, Ruth?
Because you have to like block out the static, block out the noise, customize your relationship. I am all for it. That's what I do. That's what we do. I just think it works out better for everybody. I love to cook. I cook every day, right? Because I love to cook. I don't necessarily care for laundry. My husband loves to do laundry. I haven't touched laundry. I don't even know how to turn the washing machine on. That's his choice. He loves to do that. It's a balance. It's a give and take.
But then you get mad because he didn't cook or something. You wanted him to cook.
No. That was when we first got together and he wanted to present cooking to me. And it took like 3 hours and I was so hungry. That was a different story.
You beat him. She beat him.
I've been cooking ever since. But you really have to see what works for you, right?
Absolutely.
My husband doesn't want me to pump gas. Like a lot of men say, let me pump the gas. But if I'm driving the car and we are close to E, I'm going to go ahead and fill it up because I want to balance what he has to do. I'm already out.
You just want to get home.
I'm already out.
Gas.
No, but I'm saying, Daryl, I'm paying you no mind. This is what people don't do. They don't block the noise and do what works for them. And gender and all that, the man's not supposed to be doing this and the woman's not supposed to be doing that.
No, I think that's more of a problem too, Ruth. I think people have these gender roles, and if you don't fit in what they feel that you should be doing, like say, I need to wash clothes because I'm a woman. That's sometimes the other way it becomes a problem. Like, why are you fighting me to do laundry? Like, let me do it. Like, that's what I think is a problem too. Sometimes when you have these stringent gender roles where you have to do such and such. That's crazy.
Maria Hardy says butter is easy. Making butter is easy.
You got to send me the recipe, please, Maria.
Leanne, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, all right. No, that was pretty good. I think that he said a lot of good things, and at the end of the day, do what works for your relationship
and block out the noise.
Whatever it is, right? And don't let people make you feel a certain way, relationship a certain way. Like, girl, you cook for him every night. Why don't he cook? And you're like, yeah, why don't he cook?
Heard all of that.
And then your relationship is gone because somebody else got in your head. You got to block out the noise. And if your relationship is working for you,
absolutely,
and it doesn't work for your friend, well, it doesn't have to work for your friend because she's not in a relationship.
Absolutely.
No. And if they're single, most likely they're single for a reason. Don't take advice from them.
I need to pay attention to that when somebody be trying to tell me stuff.
Mm-hmm. You sure do, Lee, because you gotta watch your friends, sir.
I gotta watch them.
You gotta watch it.
Again, sometimes, well, first of all, there's masters in the game, right? That have the game, they give advice on every situation because they have been in every situation, so they know everything that's going to happen before it happens. Like, it's almost like being prophetic. You're like, I know what this is going to be. It happens sometimes. So, it just is what it is. What do you think about what she said, Vaughn? Was she on point?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
And Leanne, you listen to somebody about your relationships. You don't go on your own accord. You're different.
Leanne, you can inbox me, Leanne. I'll talk to you about it. Inbox me.
Bet.
Definitely don't do that. You're definitely be in a terrible relationship because it'd be all his fault all the time.
See?
But
he's gonna eat a hot meal every night. So see,
who cares on a hot meal with a headache? I don't. It don't
Obviously, it cures the headache. I haven't heard any complaints. Shut up.
Hey,
look, she said, "Shut up."
All I know is just because you don't hear them, don't mean they're not there. I'm not saying
He all right. He all right. He said he yelled up from the basement. He said, "Tell Daryl." I said, "What's up?" He all right.
I wasn't talking about him, but
God.
sometimes we can't always be in silence. You got to tell people what's wrong. 'Cause I think that's a problem. You wait, and then you bust, and you like yelling at Vaughn for no reason in the middle of the night.
Maria Hardy says, balance out what works for you.
Please.
And you know what? That's really what you have to do. Go and trying to find out first of all, find out what works for you. Don't do what you think works for somebody else, and that's a problem we have too. We go in with somebody else's ideologies of a relationship, and we try to live somebody else's. Well, my grandma such and such, and hey, that might not work for you. That might not work for you. You feel me? You know what I mean? As a woman, if you got the trash out, take the trash out. Don't look at me. I'm on the couch. Sometimes you gotta do certain things.
And the trash is not negotiable. No.
Hey, you expect me to get up while I'm watching TV to take the trash out? You right there next to
do it after the show. Yes.
It should be gone by then,
Compromise.
Yeah, but it's about compromise. So, and that's real. We got to compromise things. And so that's about it. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
That's it. Ms.
We said everything. Leanne, I think you'll Vaughn apology because you raised your voice at him a couple times today.
I can't do nothing right. I apologize, Vaughn.
Thank you.
Leanne, you know you're my favorite person, right?
I thought I was.
No.
Wait.
No, you can't because you mean.
That was wild. She's like, no, you can't.
And that wasn't mean, Vaughn. That was mean.
No, it wasn't mean. It was direct. Now, and Ruth, she owes men an apology for always blaming men for the problems.
No, but I even defended Vaughn and called you Petty Pendergrass. I don't get any points. None.
You stole my post.
Yes, I did.
See, look.
I like that one a lot, Vaughn. I did.
Like, she'll post it like 2 minutes after you posted it.
Maria Hardy says, good night, all.
Good night,
all. Thank you.
I'm like, you didn't see me just post that? Like,
no, you're the one that does that, Daryl. Stop.
I don't ever do it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I post it first, and that's you do it, and I just leave it. I don't say anything anymore. I'm like,
a post thief.
I was like, there she go again, just going right to the like. Why do you take posts from the page and repost them?
I've never done that. Never since being in this group. Never.
I'm gonna start writing like Roost at it again.
Go for it, Patty.
Put a pair of handcuffs up there, you thief.
Yes.
With the cop lights, like woo 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 woo.
Let me be quiet.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It was a great week. But thanks all the comments. Please, go over to that Facebook, like, subscribe, and share. We want them numbers to grow. Please help us out. We do have a TikTok now. Check it out. There's a lot of clicks there. A lot of clips up there. See them. I'm here. Some of the comments are crazy already. They're getting at you, Ruth and Doc.
They are?
They are. And Vaughn and Leanne be hiding their face, so they're gonna start coming on camera too. But go to that Facebook. We're trying to hit 700 or 600? I can't remember.
I think you're up to.
I come on the camera, you gonna see more than my face.
Oh.
Hey, we about to go viral, y'all. We gotta go viral.
Yo, that's that. We were talking about that last week.
We did. We about the morals changing. Whoa.
Yeah. Like, hey, look, hey. Sometimes you gotta sell your friends for to go viral to make money. Sometimes you gotta do it. All right. So we're gonna see another side of Leanne next week.
Yes.
Everybody, thanks again for all the sides. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Everybody have a good night. Leanne, do your thing. Hit that button.
Bye.